Welcome to Mother-Daughter Projects. I'm Steph.
I'm Vicki.
And something you may not know about us is we love to kayak.
Yay, we do! Now, I haven't always been a kayaker, and I wasn't a kayaker until about 6-7 months ago. And we actually built a kayak stand for a friend of ours. And at the end of the build, Steph's like, "You want to get on the water and try out the kayak?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not really sporty, outdoorsy, none of that." But she insisted, so I got on the kayak, and that was all it took. Just immediately getting on the water, and I was hooked. So every opportunity I have to go, I go. And I even have my own kayak now.
Yeah, so we now have a foldable, an inflatable, and a new hardshell kayak. And when you have a hardshell kayak, the biggest thing is how do you store it and how do you transport it? Well, we're going to get into one of those today, the storage. So come join us. For this project, we're going to be using all scrap pieces that we found in our outdoor scrap pile. So the first step was to go through the pile and see what we had. All the boards are pressure treated to be used outdoors, so this will be perfect for the project. We tested out where to put the boards on the kayak, then we went into the workshop to make the cuts. The cuts are based on what fits the grooves of our kayak. We're using landscaping timbers, which are a couple dollars and can be found in the garden department of Home Depot. We're also using a couple 4x4s, and that's because we had them left over from our mailbox build a couple years ago. Then I brought the kayak near the workshop to use it as a guide to where to put the boards. With the leftover pieces, we decided to make feet for the bottom to make it more stable. We also had a visit from our neighbor's dog during this build. If you're buying material for this, landscaping timber would probably be the least expensive option. We realized we were down one piece, so Mom used the reciprocating saw to cut this one off of a bucket that we had filled with concrete a while back. I cut that one to size, and then we had what we needed. The height was based on the height of the kayak with the wheels attached. I wanted it to be a little taller so the wheels would easily fall off and I'd be able to put the kayak right in place. On to assembly. We started by gluing the feet with construction adhesive and drove 2 long screws through the bottom on each side. We used an impact driver to do this as it drives long screws with ease. Then we took the stand into the garage, flipped it over, and glued the other 2 boards on top. You'll notice the very top board has been sanded down to make it smoother when the kayak goes across it. We clamped the stand and waited 24 hours for the glue to dry. We put the stand in place, and you'll see the very top is painted gray, and this again is to make it a smooth surface for the kayak to slide on. This is an outdoor paint left over from when I painted my house. And this is how it works. I pull the kayak across the stand and lift the back for the wheels to fall out. And when we're ready to store the kayak, we put the paddle right here on the paddle hook. And we store the wheels right here inside the kayak. And this is a bag to put the wheels in when we are paddling. And then I'll put the cover right on top. What we learned. All right, so the thing about this is we used materials that we had, and we really went with a design that was based on what our needs were. And for a hardshell kayak, they can be a little heavy to carry around, and that's why we bought wheels for it. And that's why we wanted a stand that we could easily pull up the kayak, take the wheels off, and easily put the wheels back on. So really for you, figure out what is the design that would work best for your needs and your type of kayak. And I definitely would recommend getting a kayak cover. We got that on Amazon, and that really helps it to keep the water off of it.
Well, and also when we put that cover on, we actually leave the back of the seat up, because we noticed when it was down, the water was pooling. And here in Florida, it only takes a little bit of water for mosquitoes to start breeding. So we leave the seat up and the water just drains off.
And if you have never had the joy of kayaking, I highly recommend it. It is such a cool, amazing activity. And I actually make a lot of videos on my second YouTube channel about kayaking and how to start kayaking, where to kayak, and all that fun stuff. And you can check that out on YouTube. It's called Hi, I'm Steph. And I'll put a link to it below. So thanks for joining us. If you are into kayaking or any kind of outdoor sports, let us know what those are. And thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye. Let's go paddling.
Let's go paddling.